Let's talk managing your anxiety. Hey Spartans, it's Dr. L here, Chief Mind Doc for Spartan. We're here at Spartan Mind, part of the Spartan Up podcast family. Today I'm talking about some ways to manage your anxiety. So anxiety is really a habitual and pervasive sense of worry, okay? And it can come over you physically and also occupy a lot of mental energy and mental space. So there are some simple ways to bring your anxiety down just a little bit, but this is a big topic, so we're only going to go over a few. The first is breathing. So if you notice yourself beginning to get anxious, really slowing down your breath, taking some deep inhales, some deep exhales. Mark Divine's 4 square breathing is an excellent tactic to use. It's inhale for 4 seconds, pause for 4, exhale for 4, pause for 4, and do that in a square basically, right? So that tactic is just going to reduce your anxiety a little bit and maybe move you more into position of feeling more relaxed. The second way is grounding your body, okay? And what I mean by that is really just keeping still for a minute and moving your feet into the floor, like pressing into the floor. If you're standing, imagine that basically like your trees are like roots and you're going to move them into the floor and feel really solid and stable. If you're sitting on a chair or on a couch and your feet aren't flat on the floor, put them flat on the floor. I'm one of those people that when I sit down, I like to sit, crisscross applesauce, or I like to put my feet up on the chair. So if I'm starting to feel anxious about something, one of the first things I know to do is put both of my feet on the floor. That grounding and stability sensation, again, is just going to lower your anxiety a little bit. So some people don't know this, but our body experiences fear and anxiety the exact same way physiologically. It does not know the difference. We usually ascribe in our brain a definition to both, right? But our body actually is experiencing those two feelings, fear and excitement, the exact same way. So sometimes when we start to have the physical sensations of what it might be to be anxious, that heart racing or those, the palms are clammy, you're getting a little bit sweaty maybe, we might begin to think to ourselves, oh my goodness, I'm getting anxious. When actually, it's, oh my goodness, I'm getting excited, right? So before I give a talk, sometimes before I go on stage, I start to have those sensations. And I used to think that it was because I was getting nervous and anxious. But I've actually realized over time that it's just because I'm super excited, like I'm totally pumped and amped to be there. So using that language and beginning to really tune into your body and reflect, am I anxious or maybe am I just excited? If you're going on a date, for example, are you worried or are you just excited that you're going on that date? Or if you have a test, maybe you're just super pumped to get it over with. So just kind of reframing and using language around that physical sensation can also help. So again, those 3 things, breathing, grounding, and reframing the language around the physical sensations, and that's going to help to reduce your anxiety. If you like what you hear, spread the word. Tell your friends, subscribe and review on iTunes, or comment on YouTube. Then come tell us what you think. We're on Twitter at Spartan Up Pod or Instagram at Spartan Up Podcast.